I've been the England lead fast bowling coach for 10 years now, so a fair time. Why we chose Potchefstroom in the first place was the condensed world-class facilities. So grass running track, excellent gym facilities, pool facilities, first-class cricket ground. It's only 2 hours time difference between here and the UK, so we don't have massive jet lag issues. Excellent food in the evening, so you can keep your athletes healthy. So that would have been the first reason. But then since then, why have we kept coming back? One of the main reasons is obviously the facilities, but how we've been treated by Northwest and by Sports Village. And that was another thing. Yeah, the Sports Village Hotel have been brilliant to us. So great accommodation, really nice food, and once again they make us feel so welcome. So when we know, or when we come here, we know that we aren't going to have to worry about small logistical issues. We can get on with the job at hand, which is helping our young bowlers get fitter, faster, stronger, and hopefully get them ready for the rigours of international cricket. So we arrived on Friday after an 11-hour flight from the UK. So we've done our first 5-day block where we've bowled and trained hard physically. We're also introducing their batting and fielding skills in, but it is primarily a bowling and conditioning camp. The guys have now got a day off. They go into a mini block of 2 days where we look to change the focus to one-day cricket for a small time. Then we have another day off, and then we go into a really hard 4-day block, which will be the most taxing part of the programme for them. But we've built them up to this point so they can actually take it physically, mentally and technically. So there's a number of different reasons why we have the programme. Primarily it's to help our best young bowlers aged 19 to 23 to progress and be successful for their counties, and then to get picked for England Lions and then for the England side. But we also look to rehabilitate injured bowlers, for example Mark Wood, but also if bowlers lose a bit of form, England bowlers lose a bit of form, we can then hopefully work with them too to return them to their levels that will get them back into England contention. I realised it was incredibly hard to get a big group of fast bowlers fit and ready for England cricket, because 50% of our bowlers had stress fractures. So ignore all the other injuries, 50% of our elite bowlers had stress fractures. So we embarked on a more athletic programme, a more integrated programme to integrate strength and conditioning, recovery, skills, technique, so that we can make a more robust bowling group. And we feel that in the last 10 years that has grown a group of bowlers who are more capable of withstanding the rigours of not just first class cricket but international cricket too. We would look from effectively 19 years and upwards, but I would go back and look at the players coming in from sort of 16, 17 years old to get an idea if they had some natural pace. We look for some skills, obviously some lateral movement, the physicality to be able to help them become first class and then test bowlers, but also character. Character is incredibly important too. So have they got a character that would be able to withstand obviously the rigours of fast bowling, but then be good team men, always look to be disciplined, to look forward, so how can I get better, to really concentrate on what they can do and not what they can't do. The list is almost endless, but we also have conducted some really excellent research from Loughborough University, which is where the National Cricket Performance Centre is. And we think we've got we know a shape of fast bowlers, but we also know that it's a very, very individual thing. So we don't say it's one size fits all. So this current group that we've got would be a really good example of individuality. So we've got 2 left armers, we've got 2 very, very high pace right armers, and I mean 90 miles an hour upwards, and we've got some right armers who've got a slightly different trajectory, so a little bit taller, some are a little bit smaller, but variety, so that you never have sort of one type of bowler going into your side. The fast bowlers on this camp would be George Garton from Sussex, a very exciting young left armer, Matt Taylor from Gloucestershire, a very skillful left arm swing bowler, Saqib Mahmood from Lancashire, right arm fast bowler, very individual action, really nice skills. Jamie Overton from Somerset, who's played for the England Lions before, 6'5", 90 mile an hour bowler, very exciting. Then we have James Fuller, who is Middlesex and due to go to the England Lions in Sri Lanka for the one-day competition. And we have Mark Wood, our current England Test bowler, very exciting, but has been recovering from an ankle injury. And Paul Coughlin from Durham, who's actually a very exciting all-rounder, but has huge ability with the ball too.